Okay, we are live. We are live. It went to wave 1 just to get the data. I don't think that's a good idea. I mean, why is this broken? We never had this so bad before. Okay, I guess spaghetti code. Maybe spaghetti code is the answer. Okay, I'm still loading. It wasn't so bad on the Evo, I think. So they broke something from Evo to wave 1. Yeah, but it wasn't so bad before it went to wave 1 public. Okay, I'm still loading. Are you in the game? Hello, Admiral Rufus. We are trying to get into the universe, but I guess we won't be able to. Flickr posted this. We are aware of the many issues happening on the PTU and are working on gathering information from the servers over the weekend for these issues. So I guess we won't be able to play in the universe. So no rivers. Flickr, you mentioned that distortion guns still do distortion damage. Are you sure? How did you test this? Yeah, but they are doing shield damage, like energy guns. How can you distinguish? Hello, Ahmed Abdul Karen. Maybe we can try this too. If we cannot load into universe, then we are going into Arena Commander and testing some of the weapons. Did you delete your user folder? It has nothing to do with my user folder, nothing at all. It's a known issue. We have many issues. One is it takes forever to load into the game. And sometimes you're in 40 seconds. Second issue, elevators don't work. Okay, just Kareem. Second issue is elevators don't work a lot of times. So you are clicking on it, nothing happens. And third issue is you cannot spawn ships or vehicles. You are getting the message your ship spawned, then it's empty. You don't get any hangar. When you check the list, it says, for example, hangar O2. Then you are going to hangar O2 and there's no ship in hangar O2. Okay, luckily Flickr logged out, I think 2 or 3 days ago on Tresla while I am still in a city and I cannot leave the city. I don't think it has anything to do with my user folder because I had instances where I logged into the game in 40 seconds and I didn't change anything. And sometimes I cannot. Flickr, I will just kill my task and I'll try to rejoin your server. And even if you can log in, then elevators quite often don't work and ship spawning quite often doesn't work. Actually, I was not able to spawn any ship at all. And we still have elevators that are spawning, that are opening the doors and nothing inside. CRG said they fixed this in 3.16. Yeah. So it's back in the game. Okay. This patch is very, very rough. When I will try again, I will try to rejoin Flickr, or I will try to get onto the server. If I cannot, we will just test in Arena Commander. Hello, SC. Yeah, Arena Commander works fine. Why did they even, Admiral Krufus wrote, why did they even mess with ESOP terminals? I don't know, because it didn't add anything. You only get now a voice and it's still laggy. You still have very bad reflections. You still cannot sort your ships. I know this is a luxury problem, but some of us have like, okay, I'm sorry to say this, have like 30, 40, 50 ships. And it's really a pain if you always have to scroll down the list. Okay, I try to join your server, Flickr. We need tabs where you can select, for example, type of ship. What do you want to spawn? For example, a fighter, a transport, or maybe Biff suggested this. Maybe the last 5 ships you spawned are on top, something like this. Just some quick and easy ways to deal with this. But CIG, as always, is very good with UIs. Best UIs in the industry. Best UIs ever. Oh, ships are sorted by manufacturer already. It starts with H's and you have Anvil. This is already in the game. I mean, I have ships I never use. I mean, why would I use a plate? Okay, maybe for showing off. Look, I have this plate, but it's a terrible ship, especially for what you pay for it. So I never use my plate. Hello, college student. And the ship list gets stuck to the bottom and is hard to click. Yeah, sometimes it's not easy to click. I especially really love the reflections on New Babbage. This looks like an Apple store. I mean, CRG could just give us some tabs where we can sort ourselves, for example, by size or by number of crew members, by type, fighter or cargo ship, for example. This would be very quick and painless, and it would be a good idea if the sorting wouldn't get removed next time I log on. But this game is in alpha and it's an early access. They are only working on this for 10 years by now. So don't worry, everything will get better. We have to give some time. Maybe in 20 years things are improving. Who knows? Okay, Flickr, I will do the following now. I will let this run for 5 minutes and starting my stopwatch. And if I still cannot log on, then we can go to Arena Commander, okay? I still haven't seen the river. Oh, I so wanted to see it. Okay, I can. Let me get... Is it air display info 3 or do you use 1, Flickr? I can use 3, for example. Or do you want a different one? 1 is fine, okay? I can use 1. FPS, I have almost 60 FPS. Hey. I don't know if you can even read this on stream. Must be very, very small. I'm not going to load in with this. Okay, one more try, please. One more try. I really want to leave this city. I try now for like 3 hours to leave a city. One more try and then we are going into Arena Commander. Sorry. Why is game running? Game is not running. Okay. Oh, I did this. This will be a video, I think, Tuesday. On the live servers, you are dying in around 4 hours, 54 minutes. On the PTU, you are dying in 2 hours, 48 minutes, if you don't drink. I think first meter, if this is a new character, should pop up after like 30 minutes, I think. So there will be a video on Tuesday. Okay, I try again to join your server. Oh, I have to put this in again. Entities are going up. I still think it's harsh if you're dying in under 3 hours. Especially if there are ships you cannot drink in, for whatever reason, I don't know. Even in the very small cockpit of an U2, they could drink and eat through their helmets. They had to wear a spacesuit in U2. Okay, last try. Entities are going up. Is this good or bad, Flickr? 95,000. By the way, this is a new computer. I might be locked at 60 FPS. I haven't even changed this yet. I think I have to look into this. It only goes up to 60 FPS. I might be locked to it. Okay, let's give it a few minutes. But even if I can go in, I might still not be able to use elevators or to spawn a ship. But Flickr can pick me up. This would be nice. Yeah, I'm locked to 60 FPS, but as far as I know, you have to unlock it in NVIDIA settings, I think. I think NVIDIA locks you to 60 FPS, and this computer is new. It's 4 weeks old, and I think I forgot to unlock it in graphic card setting. I'm not sure. I mean, it's not a big deal. I mean, 60 FPS it's fine, actually. Okay, entities are still counting up. Flickr, is this good or bad? How is your Sunday? It was very cold last days in Germany. We even had snow. Snow and 0 degrees, but today it's much better. Sunny and 7 degrees Celsius. La la la. Flicker, and you can spawn ships fine in Dressler? No problems? Sorry guys, it's not a very interesting stream so far. The stream is very accurate. It's a very rough patch, yeah. I mean, there are always problems, which is to be expected. It's an early PTU build, but I've never seen it so bad. I mean, 3 major problems: locking into the game, using elevators, and spawning ships and vehicles. I mean, these are 3 very bad things. Oh, come on. Okay, 1 more minute. Tucondero Road, yes, and something tells me is you want to release before Easter, at least, so you have some time to get it right through. Well, the problem is 315 was over 315 was over 1 month too late. 316 was bare bone, almost had no content at all, and now 317 is again late. We are already in April. So it doesn't look good with 1 patch every 3 months. And this is with all the things CRG is removing. For example, hacking was on a roadmap for 313, and it's still not back. You could argue if something is on a roadmap for 313 and it doesn't make it, then it will be on 314 or maybe 315. But it's not even back on 317. Okay, Flickr, I give up. I don't think we will have a lot of fun. Let's go into Arena Commander. This is silly. So what happens after 10 minutes, Friendly Space Dragon? Are you getting kicked back to menu, or what happens? And you are really patient to wait 10 minutes. Okay, I get an authentication failure. Okay. Yeah, I never waited 10 minutes, guys. Never. Usually I don't even wait 5 minutes. Okay, Flickr wants to get crashed between the cargo thingies of Hull-A. Okay, should I go back to... No. Okay, I accept invite. Let me get Hull-A. Okay, it was already selected. And I'm ready. Okay. I never had any trouble to leave ships in Arena Commander, to leave pilot seats. Really interesting that some people have this. Oh, Enter Universe button doesn't work when you go back to menu. Okay, for those who haven't seen it yet, let's open this cargo spindle. And it's open. Now Flickr wants to test what happens when she gets in between the cargo area and when I close it, if she dies. By the way, does anyone else have this graphic glitch? If you watch my screen, you can see a black line at the top. This has nothing to do with my recording software. Okay, Flickr wrote she has this line too. Okay, so yet she made an oopsie. Can I pause? No. There's now a black line in the top of the screen. Peno wrote, got in for a bit yesterday, but still could not find a place to load cargo onto the Hull-A. Okay, can you not just use a normal station, something like this? This line really looks strange. Just another bug. I noticed this when I was editing my video for Hull-A, and I wasn't sure if it was me or not, but Flickr has this line too. Ah, okay. There's Flickr. Can you see Flickr? Do you really want me to kill you? Maybe I can zoom in a bit more. Oh, but I've seen a picture on Reddit where someone was able to load cargo into a Hull-A. Okay, can you see Flickr? I will now close this. There might be a hotkey. I haven't set a hotkey for this now. Okay, I close it now. Let's see if Flickr survives. I hope so. What's happening? Okay. Just thrown out. Are you okay? Are you all right? Yeah, looks like. So you get just spit out. Yeah, sure, you can try a few more times. So CHA is, yeah, I mean, this game has very little physics still, so I guess CHA is faking this. And Flicker gets just thrown out when I close it. Do you want to stay there? Okay. Maybe I should set a hotkey for this, but there's always a delay, so we are fine. No, nothing. Hang on with the tractor beam. Flicker, I have an idea. You see where those cargo things, those cargo arms going. Can you go inside there? Can you go inside and then I close it? Yeah, like this. A bit more maybe. Okay, this should be deadly. Light isn't very good here. Maybe I can get more light this way. Okay, maybe like this. Okay. Goodbye, Flicker. I'm closing now. I guess you will survive again. Okay, you are just getting pushed out. So this is just for safety, so that players don't get killed. So you don't take damage, you don't get killed when you are inside this area. Okay, one more time. Okay. I guess you are fine. Did you take any damage? Okay, Flicker wrote she might have taken 1 or 2% health damage the first time. Okay, yeah, I don't mind that players don't get crushed. It shouldn't be a hazard. Usually this shouldn't happen to your player. You shouldn't be there when the ship is working. Look, both doors are open. This is what I said in my video. At one point, outer and inner door are open, so much for airlock. It says airlock, but both doors are open at the same time. So this is a lie. And you can open it from inside, right? This is rather huge, actually. Another thing I didn't mention in my video, someone brought this up, what I find really interesting. You have your shower-toilet combination. This is your toilet, and there's a button to open your toilet. Now let's think. Let's think about this would be real life. You would sitting on your toilet and your back would touch this button by accident. Then this would happen. Come on, where's the prompt? Always a thing with search the prompt. Okay, if you would use this in real life and your back would hit this button, this would happen. So you would lose your toilet. It's not a good idea to have the buttons here. Maybe have the buttons on this side. Does the Hull-A have a tractor beam? Someone mentioned something about a tractor beam. Oh, sometimes people are leaning back when sitting on the shitter. Oh, that's really, really cool. You can close this from here. That's cool. So you are not getting locked inside. And again, when you go out, you can close airlock. Then you can open exterior. And inner door stays closed. Come on, turn around. Turn around. Inner door stays closed, which makes sense. But when you are getting back inside, then at one point both doors are open, which does not make sense. Enter ship. Look, both doors are now open. Vicar, if you want to, we can try distortion guns to see if they are really still in the game, if they are only doing shield damage. Oh, you managed to find the light switch. This is the light? I didn't even show this. And this is... What are those two buttons at the bed? Cannot click on it. Okay, there was something. I saw something for a very short moment. Okay, let's see if we can make it bright again. Oh, you mean this bed is an escape pod? It doubles as an escape pod? This would make sense. Let's sit down. Maybe I can use those buttons. Okay, I didn't lie down. I'm sitting. Let's try again. Lie down. Okay, there's escape written on it. Okay, makes sense. Oh, you can dim the lights from here. Alarm. What is this doing? Oh, now you get your damage state, I guess. Okay. Not sure if this is useful. I mean, this is a one-man ship. Why would I set an alarm on a one-man ship? Left cycle states. Okay, Flicker, you wanted to see the damage state of this ship. I mean, it's a one-man ship. Why would I need an alarm button to alarm other players? I don't know. It's not like I have to warn other players on this ship. By the way, shields are bugged. There's an IC report. Size 1 shields are supposed to have only one shield bubble, I think since 3.14, but right now shield faces are back. Stella wrote me, maybe if there are 2 players on the ship and one did lean too far back on the shitter. What I find very interesting, what CRG still hasn't told us how cargo is supposed to work. I mean, those containers are supposed to get onto those arms, but are they on those arms magnetically attached? Or is there a way for pirates to quickly detach them? Maybe it's easier for pirates to pirate such a ship as a freelancer compared to a freelancer. And look at the outside wings, they are bared for escape pods. Yeah, I don't know what the purpose of those wings actually is. I mean, it's just for looks, I guess. But escape pod is supposed to be here, and there's enough space, I guess. Yeah, this must be the area for escape pod. Yeah, it even says, keep clear escape point. So there's enough room to clear those wings. Still, those wings don't have a function, I guess. Yes, some people mentioned it might be easier to load in Hull-A compared to a freelancer, but it also might be easier for pirates to steal your cargo. Yeah, we have to wait and see how this turns out. I'm looking really forward to Cargo Refractor. I just don't see it anytime soon. CRG hasn't showed us anything how loading, unloading our ships should actually work, especially with ships that are not really built for loading, unloading like Titan and Freelancer. Can you rip off a panel? You mean those panels? No, you cannot shoot them off, but if Flicker shoots at them, they are starting to burn. We did this yesterday. If shot at them, at those panels, they are starting to burn. No, Admiral Rufus wrote, it's probably just a timer, cargo slowly appearing. I don't think so. I think that Chris really wants us to move cargo ourselves. I just don't see how we are supposed to. We don't have the tools for this. Okay, now Flicker wants to get the ship into a damaged state. I guess it won't be any different than what we saw when we press alarm. Buff the craft gun. What craft gun do you mean? Ah, you mean this, yeah, but then people would abuse it. If CRG would give us the option to use craft gun in spaceports, and people would abuse it. Just think what happened with medical gameplay when we could use this even in armistice zones. People were trucking people all of the time. Okay, I have some Distortion ballistic guns. I should try them on Flicker. Okay, I need to know target on this side. Target status. Oh, I don't see your shields. Okay, I guess this is a bug. Or are your shields down? Yeah, if you're allowed to use gravity, to use those things in armistice zones, people will abuse it at once. Okay, we have another bug. I don't see Flicker's shields. Flicker says her shields are at 100%. Okay, this looks really bad. Now it's turning red. Did you take damage? Flicker wrote her screen camera goes all over the place. Only shield damage, nothing else?
Caution, target friendly. Caution, target friendly. Caution, target friendly.
Okay, scan you. If I turn target view, I still don't see shields. But now the Flicker's shields are off. Okay, that's scanned. This is slow. Flicker is at 100% health. And Flicker's shields are down. I could put more power to guns. Flicker's shields are down. We are just testing something. Okay, this is bad. This is very, very small. Okay, there's something very interesting. According to Hercule, we don't have distortion guns, but this is still a distortion gun. Flicker only takes shield damage, and I'm able to shut down Flicker's saber, but because of changes to coolers, only for a very brief moment. So those are still distortion guns, and Hercule's data is not correct in this case. They are still distortion guns, only doing shield damage. So how long are you disabled? Roughly a few seconds only? Or maybe not even so long. Okay. Flicker wrote, as soon as Flicker restarts, she can restart at once. Flicker and I tested distortion damage in 3.16, and you could shut down a lot of ships for quite a lot of time. You even saw distortion bars, and now this changed in 3.17, at least for now. Coolers are not getting distorted. They are not shutting down for like 30 seconds or 40 seconds or something like this, like it was before. You can restart right away. Unless there's a difference in universe. Usually there isn't, not with such things. It's very unlikely. There are a few differences between universe and arena commander. Those things are usually identical. It's not different. But of course, we will test distortion guns when 3.17 is on dive, I hope, Flicker. Are your shields still down, Flicker? Okay, shields off. I try again. I don't even see you shutting down. Okay, Flicker is off, but can we start right away? And I guess still at full health. I still have my old data, not sure why I still have the other data. So we still have distortion guns in the game, so I was wrong in my video, but I relied on data I could find on Acule. Yeah, I don't know if CRG did this intentional or if this is just an error in XMLs, but those guns are not ballistics, they are still distortion guns, only doing shield damage, and they can shut down ships for a very brief moment now, because coolers are not affected much anymore. Okay, now we can take a look at damage state of the ship. If you want to shoot at me.
Shield under attack.
Yeah, shield faces are back, but this is a bug. Only stern shield face takes damage. Okay, now the right side cargo holder is red and it's burning again. Okay, like yesterday, it's burning, but we are in space. I mean, Arena Commander is supposed to be in space. And there are no fuel lines here. But it's burning! Okay, now this sounded like a small explosion. Can you please scan? Okay, it's still 30 distortion, accurate, 0 physical damage. So CRG screwed up the name. 99.93, so we did take like no damage. I did this yesterday, I can do this today too. If you are closing now, nothing happens, it still continues to burn. It's just eye candy and fluff. So it's now burning inside. If I leave my seat, I don't see anything inside the ship. So we still have distortion guns. Okay, so I wasn't sure if we still have distortion guns. Yeah, inside the ship there's nothing, but I can hear it. I can hear it burning. But no smoke, nothing inside the ship. Oh, Vendor Plasma Draft has distortion damage now too. Okay, no longer any items with distortion repeater type, but they are still doing distortion damage. Okay, can you hit another section?
Shield under attack.
Okay, only stern shield face taking damage. Now stern engine is flushing. But nothing is red. Engine was flushing, nothing is red. Okay, front is flushing. Front shield face is down. Front was flushing. I mean, this ship isn't very tough, which she isn't supposed to be. Front is flushing, but still not red. Okay, can you, okay, now front is deeper red.
Shield under attack.
Oh look, we have damage in Arena Commander. We don't have a lot of damage in Arena Commander. This actually looks quite nice. Look the damage at the front. Now center was flushing. Now center is red. Can you please scan? I don't think I have a lot of health left, but I don't see a damage state. That's interesting. Okay, no, I see a damage state. Okay, please stop shooting. I'll take a look inside. Okay, this is now the damage state with fire. With smoke, your usual damage state with fire and smoke. Interesting, you have warning lights in the bathroom, but nothing here. I mean, this looks pretty much pristine. In this section, no warning lights, but you have smoke. And in the cockpit, you have warning lights and fire. Okay, I guess there is still some work to do. Salvation scattergun is marked as ballistic scattergun, but only does distortion as well. Okay, something is CRG made a big oopsie with their names, I guess. Yeah, I really wanted to go to the universe to see the river, but I guess we can forget this. Okay, how about we get a nice explosion flicker? Continue firing. But can you please scan again? Okay, that's strange. Flickr says we are at 87.83, so we didn't lose much, but this looks bad. This doesn't look like 87.83. This looks like 40%. So either this thing has too many hit points, or CHE has to adjust those values. Flickr, you have a Sentinel, right? Okay, what do you think is unexpected, Flickr? Yeah, the ship exploded with 80% health left, which is very uncommon. But CRG has to work on those things anyway. I mean, there's still a lot of problems with this, and we don't have armor yet, and so on and so on. So I wouldn't bother much. I mean, this ship surely isn't very tough, which makes sense. It's not supposed to be a tough ship. Can you get your Sentinel and just shoot your distortion guns? Which should still be distortion guns, even though it says now ballistic repeaters. Okay, yeah, menu. We have to go back to menu, right? Yeah, sorry, chat. I wanted to go to the universe to show you the river. Actually, I wanted to see the river. I guess we are stuck with this now. I might try again to get into the universe if Flickr is still a game in a bit. But I guess I won't have any more luck. Okay, I'm in menu and I press ready. Okay, sucker punches all marked as ballistic. Maybe CRG just made an oopsie with their names, and those guns are still distortion guns.
Hello. How can Miss help you today? Systems on.
I mean, what I don't get, distortion guns were rather useless in the past. Then CRG introduced components, and distortion guns worked very nicely on ships. Flickr and I tested this in 3.16. You could shut down a lot of ships very quickly, very nicely. But now in 3.17, CRG changed it so again that coolers are not affected much. You can shut down ships, but you can restart immediately. So I'm not so sure what CRG actually wants to do. Okay, Pano got in. Yeah, sometimes you get infinite loading screens, and sometimes you're in like 40 seconds. But don't be too happy. Maybe your elevators don't work. Okay, Flickr, I want you to please only use your distortion guns. What are they now called on your display? Are they called ballistic repeaters or still distortion guns? What are mine called? No, it just says XJ1 repeater. ATVS. Okay, then please just use your distortion guns. Okay, this is still... Stop please, stop please. This is still in the game. When you are hit by distortion guns, your vision starts to shift, and there's nothing in my settings I could do. I talked to Yogi, and Yogi told me he will get it fixed, but it's still not fixed. Those distortion guns are doing very small explosions. They have an area of effect radius, and those small explosions are shifting your vision around. Nothing in the settings you could do to change this. By the way, my shields are still down. Maybe shields are still affected by distortion damage. But I don't see any distortion. Can you please shoot again? I want to see if I see distortion bars over shields. Yeah, but I want to see if I can see distortion bars over shields. If those bars are still in. Okay, now I'm shut down. Restarting. Trying to restart. Okay, interestingly, okay, I'm back. Do I see any distortion bars over shields? No. I mean, that's interesting. Okay, this changed too. Shields are still down. They don't ask for power, but I don't see distortion bars anymore. Okay, before 3.17, you saw distortion bars when things were shut down by distortion damage. Shields are still shut down, and now they are back. Okay, this is bad too. We used to have distortion bars. Did they bug this out too? It was very nice to have distortion bars. When you are doing toughness test Andromeda again, when 3.17 is on live, I guess. Yeah, Flickr, this is really bad. We had distortion bars, and this worked very nicely. You could see when things were coming out of distortion damage, and now it's gone. Yeah, but my shields were still affected. It took quite a while until they were back. Can you shoot again? And I will run a stopwatch to see how long it takes until bulwarks are back. So CRG messed up a lot of things. Missiles, guns, distortion damage. Yeah, fire when ready, please. Okay, I try to restart. I'm shut down. I try to restart. Hitting my restart button. Okay, I'm back up. Shields are still down. They don't request any power. But no more distortion bars. This is really sad because it worked nicely. Did CRG break this? Shields still not back. Still not back. And now they are back after around 28 seconds. 28 seconds after restart, shields were back. But no distortion bars. This is bad. I don't like this patch. CRG broke a lot of things that worked nicely before. But at any rate, you still have distortion guns. Can you power up EMP? Yeah, let's try EMP. I get something to drink. Okay, fire when ready, Flicker.
Shield under attack.
Okay, nothing. Oh, okay, I see things shut down. I still have my MFDs, but repeaters were not active. Shields are still down. They still don't request power. But CRG removed the distortion bars. I hope this is just a bug and we get them back because they were very useful. You could see roughly how long it takes until your things were back. You could see distortion bars over, for example, shields, and those distortion bars were getting smaller, and then your shields were back. Okay, now my shields are back. Okay, I want to look now at my coolers. Can you please go again? I want to see if my coolers are affected at all. Yeah, Chat wrote, CRG breaks a lot of things that worked fine. But those distortion bars were really nice. You could see exactly what's happening. You had very long distortion bars over your shields, then depending on shields, at around 30 to 50% distortion bar, your shields were coming back, and they were coming back slowly. Now they are coming back at once. Not sure why CRG made this worse. I hope it's just a bug. Okay, Flicker, fire when ready.
Shield under attack.
Okay, I don't see any effect. Okay, a very small effect on coolers. I think the bar went down to 8, now it's at 9. A very small effect on coolers. Not much. Okay, now they are 10. Okay, there's a small effect on coolers, but they are now coming back up. And no distortion bar over coolers. Yeah, I like those distortion bars. Now coolers are at 11. Okay, so there is an effect on coolers, but coolers are not totally shut down. They still had 8, now they are at 11. I think maybe 12 is max. Okay, now they are 12, and now they are at max. Yeah, Friendly Space Dragon wrote, yeah, distortion bars were nice. Yeah, I hope it's just a bug and we get them back. So EMP can shut down your ship. There are some very small effects on coolers and a lot more effects on shields. I mean, when your shields are down for 30 seconds, that's bad. But I like it. I liked it more in 3.16, to be honest. It was a lot more fun. Well, do you have any other ideas, Flicker? I wanted to see the rivers, but I guess we have to wait another time for another day. Someone suggested what happens when you are landed and you try to extend. What do you mean only changing PTU? Arena Commander always had some platforms you could land on, but I don't think this has them. Do you want to try to load into live, Flicker? Do you have the patience? Oh, Pino wrote he tested the landing spindle, the slide, even when you're landed. Okay, chat. There's one thing I want to test. Okay, there's a very nice suggestion. Flicker, can we test another ship? Maybe it's only bugged on this ship that we don't see distortion bars. I'm back in menu. I will change my ship. For example, Cladius. Cladius always had distortion bars. I'm taking now a Cladius and we can check this out with Cladius if we have distortion bars on Cladius. Hello, Andre Gaming. How's everyone doing? Yeah, a little bit disappointed because we cannot log into the universe. And if you're able to log onto, then there's a high chance elevators don't work. And if elevators work, there's a very high chance that you cannot spawn any ship or vehicle. Okay, this was a very nice suggestion from chat. Let's check out if this is just a problem with Hull-A or if other ships don't have distortion bars either. Okay, I know for sure that Cladius had distortion bars in 3.16 because we did a lot of tests, Flicker and I, with distortion in 3.16 and we used the Cladius a lot. Okay, Flicker, I'm ready. But how should I get a trespassing? How should I trespass when I cannot even leave the city? Oh, I'm still moving, sorry. Okay, now I'm standing still. Sorry, I was still moving. And my ship got moved around too. Okay, I'm shutting down. I'm trying to restart. My ship got moved around too. Okay, this takes a while. Now she's back. Okay, I see display is distorted. But I don't see distortion bars either. Okay, shields are still not requesting any power, so shields are still down. No distortion bars over all stops. So it's not a problem with Hull-A. Now shields are back. It's a problem with, CRG. CRG introduced a new bug. No more distortion bars. Can you do it one more time, just to make sure? By the way, this ship was... Oh, sorry, now I have everything centered. This ship was shut down for quite a while. It took quite a while to restart, actually. Okay, and now shut down. I try to restart, hitting my restart button. Come on. This takes quite a while. Okay, I have distorted MFDs, but I don't see any distortion bars. Not over coolers. Yeah, so this, I guess it's a bug CRG introduced, no more distortion bars. Or maybe they don't want us to have distortion bars. I found them very helpful. Shields are still down and now they are requesting power. Not full power yet. And now they are at full strength. Okay. So it's not a Hull-A problem. Yes, Marty, the bars are removed. I hope it's just a bug. I hope because those bars were really, really useful. I liked them a lot. Shield display on MFD is a mess. Yeah. A lot of things are a mess. This too, for example, if you're looking at self status, you don't really see your ship. If you scroll in, then you can see your full ship. And if you go away, it's really, really bad again. Then I guess Tressler works. As Xperia wrote, I believe they changed the way distortion damage is applied. I don't think they changed the way it's applied. Right now, it's just that coolers are not affected much anymore. In 3.16, coolers were affected quite harshly, and if your cooler is down, then everything is down, and it took quite a while to restart, but now coolers are only affected a little bit, much less than before. No, I wouldn't say that CRG removed those distortion bars. Maybe it's just a bug. I hope it's just a bug. Okay, Tressler is not working for spawns. But you were able to spawn ships yesterday at Tressler, right? Okay, chat, if you don't have any more suggestions, I would try to get into the universe one more time. Or maybe we can, yeah, I think that's the best idea. I can try it, like, let's say for 15 minutes. If it doesn't work, then I will call it a day and hope for a next better patch. How does this sound, Flickr? We did some tests with missiles, but it's not very constant. So I think they are just too broken at the moment. And we have the problem with shield faces. Size 1 shields have shield faces back. This is a bug. There's an IC report. Size 1 shields are not supposed to have shield faces since 3.14. So it's not much use to do a lot of tests right now. When you're using missiles and they're only hitting one shield face now, then you're doing massive damage to the target. Okay, I'm going back to menu. We are trying to get into the universe. Let's say we are trying it for like 15 minutes. If we cannot make it, then I will stream again next days when we get a better patch, I hope. Okay, I'm in menu, Flickr. Maybe change region. Oh, sorry, I just saw this. Hello, Entry Gaming. Okay, Flickr wrote she always changes region, yeah. Sorry, I know you are very professional. Okay, I have to get my display info back. But those distortion missiles are really only doing distortion damage now. We tested a few, I think Thunderbolt, right? We tested Thunderbolts and Arrestas yesterday. I couldn't even spawn a crouch vehicle in Lorville. Let's see if we can get in. It's not one of their best patches. Yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe CRG is putting more and more people on Squadron 42 and we have less and less people for the universe. I don't know. This is something some people say, and this might be the reason why the patches are so empty and so bad. On the other hand, I don't think it's a good idea to concentrate on Squadron 42. It's just a single player game. And a lot of people who will play it have already bought it. Yeah, I hope we get a new patch, maybe tomorrow, maybe on Tuesday. The funny thing is, sometimes I was in the game in 40 seconds. With asset streaming, okay. Yeah, that's not an issue. You're opening an elevator and nothing is streaming in. I was walking in the air in Lorville. Yeah, I mean, I don't expect them to look into this at the weekend. Still, I don't think they should have released this patch. It's really bad. On the other hand, this patch is late again, so they didn't want to wait too long, I guess. YouTube thinks this is a little dangerous, okay? I guess I have a setting where I could change this. Okay, maybe I should change this under edit. Description. Ah, okay, I forgot to put in Star Citizen under category. Okay, I'm doing this now, so YouTube should now know that this is Star Citizen. So thanks very much. I forgot to put in a description. I guess those are YouTube bots. Best AI ever. Are you in the game, Flickr? No, okay. Entities are still counting up. Is this good or bad, or is this too slowly? It stalled. To 800k. Okay, I'm far away from 800k. I'm far, far away. Okay, let's kill this task. I gave it a try for a few more minutes and then I might just end this for today. I really wanted to see the river and test something. Okay, let's kill this task. And try again. Yeah, I haven't streamed on this new PC, so I forgot to put in Star Citizen under description. Thanks for reminding me. John Lester wrote, frankly, I saw the river in Discord stream with a friend of mine. It ain't that impressive. I don't expect it to be impressive, but I just wanted to see if you can really walk underwater now. And I want to see what happens when you're using craft-left vehicles, if you can really craft-left over water now. And what happens with ships and with other wheeled vehicles. And we wanted to test refueling flicker. Okay, I'm in menu. Okay, let's give it another try. I mean, the river isn't impressive because it's very short. It's just a tech demo. Still, I would like to see it and to do some tests. What I don't like, I mean, I've only seen this in ISC video. When you are in the water, you get those water effects where everything is distorted. Effects that you don't see in real life when you are diving. So I'm not a fan of those gimmicky, eye candy effects that you don't see in real life. John Lester wrote, I do know that the starfarer my friend was in did sink into the water, so that's a thing. Yeah, did it explode, John, or did it just sink into the water? Right now, before 3.17, if ships are submerged to a certain level, they just explode. Oh, I'm inside. I'm in. I'm in Lawville. Ah, okay, the river isn't so deep, right, John? So it didn't explode because the river is not very deep, right? It's like 2 or 3 meters. By the way, it's very smooth, and I again don't have my display info. Let's see if elevators actually work. Do you work? Yay! Okay. We have managed to get over the first 2 obstacles. We were able to get into the game, and we were able to use an elevator. Okay, the river is between 3 and 10 meters, but should be deep enough for something like an Aurora. Okay, Flicker's into. I tried to spawn a ship. If this doesn't work, can you pick me up, Flicker, and get me to any space station? I don't want to be in the city anymore. No! He could have waited. I just missed the train. Deep enough for a PTV.
Now arriving from Tisa Spaceport. Stand by and let passengers disembark before boarding. Trespassing or attempting to trespass on train tracks is a serious and dangerous offense. Next stop, Tisa Spaceport.
No, yesterday I was in Lorville and I couldn't spawn any ship or any vehicle. So I'm not so sure if Lorville works.
TISA spaceport. Please watch your step when disembarking the train.
Flicker's elevator doors opened before it stopped moving. Okay. I hope you didn't die.
Stand by.
Let's see if I can spawn a ship. If I can spawn a ship, I come to Tresla. Okay, Flicker didn't die.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Okay, let's just get something like a warden. Warden, retrieve.
Vehicle selected. Stand by.
Now you are glued to the console, you cannot walk, you
Vehicle
cannot
has
jump.
been delivered to the following location.
Okay, that's a bad sign because it's empty. Your ship will be waiting at nothingness.
Visit us again.
And if you click on it again,
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
hello Swan Studios, great channel, thanks for the content. Thank you very much, nice you like it. Okay, let's see. My warden is supposed to be in hangar 06. Hangar 06. And when I go to hangar 06, it's empty. Yeah, someone wrote ESOPs are working. Okay, let's go to hangar 6 and it will be empty, most likely. Hangar 06. Hangar 06. Let's see, maybe it works. I doubt it because it didn't work yesterday. Yeah, here you can see your new stealth warden. So it doesn't work. Flicker wrote, if it fails, could you go to gates and spawn a 100i? I tried to spawn yesterday a Dragonfly and a Spartan, it didn't work either. Are you able to spawn a ship, Flicker? Not yet. Do you get the same problem? It says your ship is spawning at nothingness. Okay, now consoles don't even work.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
It still says hangar 06. I can try to store. Come on, store. Okay, I stored, now it's on claim. Try to claim.
Your insurance claim has been sent. Thank you. Please visit us again.
Okay, I tried different ship. Ship is always invisible.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
If the server is filled up just because of Quanta, then this is a very bad sign. Quanta shouldn't take so much server resources. That's my guess.
Vehicle selected. Stand by.
I don't know if I can get...
Your
If I
vehicle
can...
has been delivered to the following location.
It's again empty. I don't know if I can get to Tresla in an hour. CRG changed fuel consumption. So I guess range is much, much lower now. Okay, it's again empty.
Please visit us again.
And when I click again on it,
To the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
claiming is utterly broken too. You're claiming the ship below or above it, I think. Something like this. Actually, everything is broken. Okay, it says Hangar 07, Hangar 07. Okay, I try now
Please visit us again.
Hangar 07, which will be empty too, I guess. Oh, I claimed the error. Oh, okay, so yeah, this is in the patch notes actually. Okay, Hangar 07 to find our stealth Valkyrie. Even this Quanta thing shouldn't take so much server resources unless you actually over-engineered it. And there's my Valkyrie. Maybe it's still here, it's just visible. No collision. Okay, I tried this yesterday too, but let's just go for a very big ship. Maybe it works with big ships. Yeah, good idea. Peno wrote some of this stuff worked on the server for me last night, but today it's utterly broken. Just like you are seeing. It all depends on what kind of server you are on. Let's say most servers are fucked and a few servers are working. I had servers where I was able to log in within 40 seconds. But if you are not on one of those good servers, then you are...
Welcome to the ASOC vehicle
then you cannot do
retrieval system.
anything. Okay, let's try. Can we spawn in 890 here? Let's try to spawn in 890. Not so sure if we can do this here in Lawville. $890.
Vehicle selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Again, empty, and it says Hangar 01. I don't even want to go. It will be empty anyway.
Please visit us again.
Let's try. This is content, right? This is content. This is top-notch content. Can we even spawn in 890 here? In Lawville? Flicker? And here's your 890. Okay. Flicker, how is your progress going? What's this? Bubkiss. I don't know what Bubkiss means. Must be something Scottish. Okay, nothing. Is this Scottish? I don't know this word. Okay, I try now something else. Wait a moment. I heard something. Door. Okay, it's fine. Okay, let's go to a gate and try to spawn a 100i to make it to Everest, which won't work either.
Security reserves the right to search travelers at any time. Now arriving. Stand by and let passengers disembark before boarding.
The turret started firing.
Press now
Okay.
arriving. Stand by and let passengers disembark before boarding.
Well, this is only one of the problems. Ships not spawning is only one of the problems. The other problems are infinite loading screen to get even into the game. Next problems is elevators don't work quite often. And last problem is you cannot spawn anything. And I really wanted to test refueling. Well, there's still a lot of time when this is on live, so no worries. Have you tried spawning a ship that you bought yet? What do you mean that you bought yet? You mean a ship that I just rented? No. No. I didn't rent a ship with credits yet. No. Not so sure if this would make any difference. Maybe.
Now arriving. Central Station. Please watch your step when disembarking the train.
Oh, Flicker found her ship. It's invisible. Okay, so do you get collision with your ship? Okay.
Now arriving from Tisa Spaceport.
Sorry
Stand
guys,
by and let
I made an oopsie. I went to the door and I forgot where I was, so I went the wrong way. Sorry guys. Didn't want to go to the business district. Sorry. Harrison Curtis Road. Thanks for the hard work. Yeah, thank you very much. And I I went into the wrong metro. Sorry guys. John Lester Road. Refueling is half broken as well. You apparently can't refuel in Atmo. Okay. Since the refuel ship has its engines turned off when they dock. Okay. Yes, they did. They did recycle Andromeda Merlin docking code. Yeah, sometimes you cannot see each other. This happened to Flicker and me too. Especially when one of us died, next time we meet we cannot see each other. But this was in 3.15 already. Okay, you found your ship, Flicker, but you don't have collision with your ship. Okay, then you didn't really find it. I mean, you cannot use it. Okay, you can't use it.
Now arriving. Tisa Spaceport. Please watch your step when disembarking the train.
It's half spawned. Okay.
Do not lock doors.
Okay, I should take the right metro now. Not the wrong one.
Step away from the platform
Yeah.
edge when train is approaching.
This one to Metro Center. Then I can go to the gates.
Now arriving from Metro Center. Stand by and let passengers disembark before.
Yeah, no collision in big hangars was in the patch notes, but you don't even get any collision
Reserve the right
with your ship.
travelers at any time.
And ship is invisible. Part of April Fools, I guess. Everyone can only spawn the 404. I. Yes, Yachi's April joke patch notes weren't too bad, actually. They were actually quite funny. Hey, Jack! 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 Hello, Jack. Jack, you spent 3 hours trying to spawn a ship. No, I don't want to spend so much time. I mean, we have two more problems. First, infinite loading screen. You are happy when you actually make it into a game. Then you have the problem with elevators not working, and then you have the problems that you cannot spawn anything. I won't spend 3 hours on this, that's for sure.
When train is approaching.
Jack, how are you doing? Okay, let's just go to gate 4. I like gate 4. By the way, in the old days, this took up to 8 minutes to wait for a metro. I'm so happy they made this a lot quicker nowadays. Moonhopper, hey Kamerad, Admiral Rufus, check X. I admire your patience, Jack. I wouldn't wait for like 3 hours trying to spawn a ship.
Next stop, Floorville City Gate.
Oh, that's not good when your neighbors are robbing you of sleep. Doesn't sound good. It's still a long ride to the gates. I'm now flying to the gates, and Flickr made a suggestion I should try to spawn 100i, and maybe I can get to Everus. Oh, Flickr, I see your marker. That's a good sign. I see your marker. Check Exton Road. What pissed me off, the one time that I got a ship to out, none of the stations or outposts would load in. Yeah, I even had a problem that I was in the hospital. I entered elevator. Elevator went down, but then interior of Lowville didn't spawn in.
Watch your step when
I went outside and I could move around, but I was floating in air, kinda.
step away from the platform edge when train is approaching.
I saw a picture on Reddit where someone has an Hull-A and he has cargo on it, so he was very, very lucky, I guess. Yeah, this patch is rough, to say the least. Or you could say it's fucked up.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Okay, there's no Origin 100i on the list, Flickr. Maybe we cannot spawn an Origin 100i anymore at vehicle stations. And no Argo MPUV. Okay, I cannot even get off this planet. No 85X, just Kraflev and ground vehicles. I see your marker, 38 million kilometers. That's a good sign, actually. Let's try to spawn a Cyclone.
Vehicle selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Again, it's empty. This means it doesn't work. Do you make any progress, Flickr? Can you spawn a ship and pick me up? Yeah, of course. This is my Cyclone. A very nice Cyclone. In new camouflage.
Area is under surveillance.
Yeah, sorry guys, I guess this will be a rather short stream, unless Flickr can manage to spawn a ship. And does anyone know if they changed it, if you cannot spawn small ships anymore at
Welcome
vehicle
to the
stations?
ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
In the past you could spawn ships like 100i at vehicle spawning stations, maybe they changed it. but I cannot spawn anything anyway. Let's try to get a shitty Spartan.
Please make sure you have collected all
Vehicle selected. Stand by.
Pedestrian stream. Yeah, I did this yesterday. I tried to walk out of Lowville in the hope that Flickr would
Your vehicle has
be
been
able
tethered to the following
to pick me
location.
up. Okay, again, it's empty. This means there
Goodbye.
is no vehicle.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Indoor, it says Garage 01. Let's check out Garage 01. Look, Garage 01. And here's a garage. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how he made it. I saw a picture on Reddit with an Hull-A with cargo on it. So he must either have been very, very lucky, or he spent like 10 hours. I don't know. Okay, Flickr is asking someone for a lift. Let's see what we can find here. Yeah, someone wrote, all the POIs, points of interest, have disappeared. I literally can't see them existing. Okay, Flickr is asking for a lift. I guess, I mean, if POIs don't spawn either, then we shouldn't even try, I guess, Flickr. How about we call it a day and try again when we get a better patch, maybe Tuesday. Well, check action. The problem with freelancer is if CRG really wants us to load, unload ourselves, it will be a major pain to load, unload a freelancer. I don't even know how we are supposed to do this. There's not enough room, the ramp is way too steep for a forklift. So you might be much better off with a Rift or Hull-A, where you can just put on some cargo containers. But Hull-A is very slow in SCM speed, and afterburner speed is actually as fast as a freelancer, I think. But SCM speed is very slow. And what's even worse, how are you supposed to load, unload a Titan? Have you seen how steep the ramp is? In real life, you would have trouble to go up this ramp, and now you should push up a trolley or something, and trolleys don't work anyway. They are still bugged. They are still just a joke. I don't see any way to load an Avenger. Seriously, I have no idea how this is supposed to work. Maybe with a tractor beam attachment, but CRG won't allow this. As soon as you're allowed to use tractor beams in armistice zones, all hell will break loose. Just remember what happened with medical gameplay, where Flickr got her nickname, scary looking cat thing. I mean, maybe CRG really wants us to pick up each and every box by ourselves and place each and every box inside. And this with this very clunky, very stupid inner thought system, which is so immensely slow. This is the worst UI I've ever seen in any game. Yeah, tractor beams could work, but like I mentioned, they won't allow this. If you can use tractor beams in armistice zones, then people will use it on players. 100%. I mean, I could understand, what I could totally understand. CRG doesn't want us, that cargo loads, unloads instantly. That's fine. This is nothing anyone really wants. It should take at least a bit of time to load, unload cargo. But for God's sake, there should be bots, there should be machines that are doing this for you. For example, the crew of a cargo ship doesn't do unloading and loading. There are people who are doing it for them. Didn't the Moonhopper wrote, didn't they say they are removing all armistice zones? Yes, one fine day. But right now, there isn't even something like police. There is no police. For example, we were testing, Flicker and I. Flicker was shooting at my ship, which was fine. We were testing, and then Flicker was stopped, and someone was scanning, an NPC was scanning her ship. But the NPC didn't care at all that Flicker was shooting at my ship. So there's no police, no police. There's nothing where you can report a crime. It's just bad. So one fine day they might remove armistice zones, but it's not today and not in the next 4 or 5 years. Trolleys are just a joke. They actually introduced them. They never worked and they still don't work at all. Okay, I cannot spawn anything here. Flicker, if you cannot make any progress, I would suggest we call it a day and we try again. Yeah.
Vehicle retrieval system.
Just maybe I can get a silly hover quad.
Has been moved to our storage facility.
Okay, now I got a different message. Maybe I have now a hover quad. Still, I wouldn't be able to leave Lorville in a hover quad. No, it's not here. Okay, sorry guys. I call it a day for now. This patch is more than rough. It's just unplayable. Moonhopper wrote, "Lol, security is blind while they scan your ship." No, it's not just this. Flicker was shooting at my ship, which was fine because we are testing, but you could think that security might ask Flicker, "What are you doing?" But no, they just didn't care. Even if Flicker would have destroyed my ship, they wouldn't have cared. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm calling it a day, 2 hours almost, okay, we did some Arena Commander testing at least, so we did some things at least, but I will call it now quits. Thank you very, very, very much, Flicker, again, and we will try again when we get a more stable patch, or I should say when we get a patch that we can actually play. It's 64, yeah. 64, I see you. You should watch my video. Why was this even released? I don't know. But thank you very much for all of you here. I hope I see you again. And I call it a day now. Thanks and have a nice day, weekend, night. See you next time. Bye. Auf Wiedersehen.